Hello everyone. We have started to see Cornell method for note taking. In last lecture we have seen there are three important points in Cornell method. First is the Q column, second is the notes column, and third is the summary column. In Q column, what is the important? Questions that connect the points, diagrams and study points. We have to do Q column after the class we are doing review, and in notes column we have to do at the lecture time. And what we have to do here, we have to notes here means write down notes or concise sentences, shorthand symbols, abbreviations, and also we can use list here. Also we have seen one example. Here is the example. What we have seen, this is the example of a Cornell note-taking system. There are keywords, solid, liquid, gases, and their features on right side and summary at the bottom. Also, we have seen another example regarding the UPSC's notes. Here you can see on left side there are cues, on right side there are notes. So, we will see now what's important in this Cornell method. First, there are five are very important in this Cornell method. First, that is the record. During the lecture, record legibly in the note-taking area as many meaningful facts, ideas as you can. Then that is, they are saying that when we are attending lecture, also we have seen the features of note-taking. According to it, we have to take down all important points and facts of that lecture. Second important point is the reduce. As soon as possible, summarize these facts and ideas concisely in the Q column. Summarizing clarifies meanings, relationships, reinforces continuity, and strengthens memory. So, what is our first duty is to record. Second is to reduce. Means we have to choose some facts and ideas particularly for the Q column, and which will be helpful for us when we are going to memorize it at the exam time. So what it will how it will be help, it will be help to reinforce continuity, strengthen memory, and it will help us for the clear meaning and their relationship with that particular fact. म्हणजे ज्यावेळेस आपण एखादं लेक्चर ऐकत असतोय त्यावेळेस नोट्स काढताना आपल्याला जेवढे इम्पॉर्टंट मिनिंगफुल फॅक्ट वाटतात त्या नोट डाऊन करायच्या आहेत आणि सेकंड लेक्चर झाल्यानंतर त्या रिड्यूस करायच्यात आणि क्यू कॉलम मध्ये त्यातले अगदी महत्वाचे पॉइंट लिहायचे जेणेकरून ते तुम्हाला पुन्हा तो चॅप्टर कंटिन्युअसली आठवायला आणि त्याच्यातलं रिलेशनशिप समजून घ्यायला आणि त्याच्यामुळे तुम्हाला अभ्यासाला मदत होईल अशा पद्धतीने ते क्यू कॉलम मध्ये लिहायचंय. So, next point is the recite. Cover the note-taking area using only jotting in the Q column. Repeat over the facts and ideas of the lecture as completely as you can, not mechanically, but in your own words. You may then verify what you have said. Recite करायचं आपल्याला जे काही आपण लिहिलेलं आहे क्यू कॉलम मध्ये ते आपल्याला वारंवार रिसेट करायचं जेणेकरून आपल्याला त्यातली कन्सेप्ट क्लिअर होऊन जाईल आणि नुसता जरी आपण कीवर्ड बघितला तरी आपल्याला ते पटकन त्याच्यामध्ये काय आहे ते लक्षात येईल. नेक्स्ट इज द रिफ्लेक्ट. ड्रॉ draw out your opinions from your notes and use them as a starting point when your own reflections on the course and how it relates to your other courses. Reflection will help prevent ideas from being forgotten. म्हणजे तुम्हाला रिफ्लेक्ट करायचं जे तुम्ही समजून घेतलेले आहेत क्यूज ते तुम्हाला लिखाणामध्ये रिफ्लेक्ट कसे होतील त्याचं तुम्ही कनेक्शन कसं एक्सपांड करू शकाल ते तुम्हाला ट्राय करायचं आहे सारखं. अँड लास्ट पॉइंट, व्हॉट इज दॅट? रिव्ह्यू. Spend 10 minutes every day in quick review of your notes and you will retain most of the what you have learned. Also in last lecture also I have said that we can at least revise it once a week, but it is also important in the during that lecture course you have to revise it more and more. म्हणजे तुम्ही एखादी गोष्ट शिकताना ती रोज एक 10 मिनिटं आधी काय झालं आणि त्याच्यामध्ये आज काय आपण पाहत आहोत ह्या गोष्टीचा विचार करणं गरजेचं आहे रिव्ह्यू मध्ये. आणि जेणेकरून तुम्ही ज्यावेळेस नेक्स्ट टाइम पुन्हा कधीही आठवड्यातून एकदा रिवाइज करणार आहात, that time it will beneficial for you. So here is the one example, world of Incas. Now just see the format and you will realize how they have illustrated here. Now you can see, according to our rule, there is the title at the top, and on left side questions, main ideas, vocabulary are here, and notes, answers, definitions, example sentences on right side, and at the bottom you can see summary. So watch it carefully or see what they have written. Just say Inca Empire. Now this is the key point, and they mentioned about it, started to rise in the South America in Peru, 12th century. Okay, that is the fact. So they have written it on right side. Similarly, see the capital point. Now in capital point what they have written, Kuzo, home of the temple of the sun, worshipped the sun god. This is the fact. But capital, they just mention the capital. Three factors united the people: language, region, major highway system. These points, just they have mentioned three factors in the Q column, and in the notes they have mentioned 3 points. Similarly, you can see that remaining points just fact on the left side, sorry, Q's on the left side and facts on the right side. So at the bottom you can see summary they have given. The Inca Empire was the most powerful civilization in modern history, has impacted our current civilization in many ways. So, when you will see this at the exam time, it will be beneficial for you to understand it easily. We will see another example also. Sorry, this is the geographical note. Uh, I hope you are able to see it clearly because the image is not up to that level clear. But you can see on the left side what they have written. On the left side there is the questions: water scarcity, what is the water scarcity, and what the effects of they have given questions. On the right side they have factors which influence water security. Then notes, they have also drawn some diagrams, uh, and they have highlighted in black key facts: physical, economic, over abstractions, two effects of the over what they have given. Sorry, I'm unable to read it. Lack of access to drinking water, sanitation issues, hunger, all these are because of the water scarcity. They have given on the right side and questions on the left side, and at the bottom they have given summary of that topic. In this way you have to do your own notes in Cornell method. So when to use in any lecture situation. Advantages. What is the advantages? First, provide an organized and systematic means for recording and reviewing notes. Just you have seen, all notes are in organized and systematic manner, so they are beneficial to or easy beneficial or easy to remember them at the exam time also. Easy format for pulling out major concepts and ideas. This is the advantage. Simple and efficient, saves times and effort, and as do it right in the first place method. This is the advantages of this method, and disadvantages are some, only some disadvantages are they have given. Requires the student closely follow the lecture, means you should not miss the lecture. Also we have seen that is the in note taking, it is a very important to you must be very attentive at the lecture time, and very important you have to review your notes, because sometimes what happen, you make notes and you also use short form and all these things, but you forget that for what purpose you have written. So you have to must care about these things while making notes. There is another one method, in this Cornell method, that is the used for that called as a T method, and it is used for numerical disciplines like mathematics, physics, engineering. What they do in it on actually slightly same as it is, but just see, this is the beneficial for important for the mathematics, physics and engineering departments. On the left hand side of the uh, you have to write equation, formula, example or problem on left hand side, and make your personal note or questions regarding the problem first to you, and to which need to find the answer on right hand side. म्हणजे आज आपण जे वरती केलं त्याच पद्धतीनं, पण इथं फक्त या मेथड मध्ये इक्वेशन, फॉर्म्युला, एक्झाम्पल किंवा प्रॉब्लेम जो आहे तो लेफ्ट हँड साईडला, आणि त्याच्याशी संबंधित क्वेश्चन्स किंवा फॅक्ट ज्या असतील त्या तुमच्या राईट हँड साईडला, असं ह्या टी मेथड मध्ये आहे. हा कॉर्नेल मेथडचाच फॉर्मॅट आहे. सो what we have seen, this is the very important in Cornell method, that you should write main ideas, questions, diagrams, study forms in Q column. Lecture notes, concise sentences, shorthand symbols, abbreviations in notes column. And at the bottom, you have to write summary. Q column and summary you have to do after the lecture during review, and notes column must be complete during the class. And you have to revise it more and keep it logically. So I hope you have understand. I will stop here. Thank you.